Alright, shalom, shalom. Coming to you in the name of Yahawashi, Bashem Ashai, Bashem Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And salutations unto the Akim that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity. It's the brother Yeromia Shema. And I'm back again with another quick lesson, quick exhortation through the Spirit. Bashem Ashai, Bashem Kakadash. Before I start work. And the title of this one, real quickly, is what did I call it, man? Why stand ye gazing? This same Yahawashi. Okay. Now, pretty much going off of the scripture, I believe it's in Acts, where Yahawashi had risen from the grave, and he abode with the disciples, I believe, an extra 40 days. And when that time had come to an end, he took the disciples to which mountain was it? Was it Mount of Olives? I've got to check that out. He took them on the mount. When he was the Mount of Olives, and there he spoke to the disciples and he gave them the last command, which was to teach the word, amongst a few other things, like the love of the brotherhood. And then he said, "Lo, I am with you always, even until the end of the age." And then Yahawashi was abducted and he was taken up in a chariot. Okay, and the scripture says the disciples looked up until he went up into the cloud. Now, it's not talking about a physical vapor cloud. It was talking about a chariot. Okay, and the disciples saw the chariot, man. You know, and it wasn't no little light in the sky like what we see. Even though that boosts our faith immensely, they saw the chariot full blown in its glory, live and close up. Okay, and pretty much they saw Yahawashi, they saw the chariot open, you know, and they saw Yahawashi go inside of it, and pretty much they were left starstruck, man. They were left gazing. Okay, they were left gazing, and then the two angels, it says two men in white apparel, which were angels, appeared next to them and said, "Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing?" Okay, this same Yahawashi which was taken up from you shall return in like manner. Okay, which was pretty much a prompt to say, look, what the hell are you doing? Just standing here. Go and do what he said to do, man, which is to teach. Okay, you know. And the angel said, this same Yahawashi also said, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I shall surely come again, that where I am, there ye may be also. You know? And the reason I'm thinking about the scripture is because it always gets me anyway. I don't know about other brothers, but it always gets me that Yahawashi is not a fictional character, man. Like, he's actually real. Okay, the powers of heaven and earth, Yahawashi Moshe isn't just some mythological Zeus type of shit that's Greek mythology. It's actually the truth. It's actually real, man. That's why the scripture says, "He who comes to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him." Okay, and it's the same in how it showed that the 12, or at the time it was 11 of them, saw go up into that chariot, clear as day. It's the same Yahawashi that's coming back, doing the same thing in reverse. Coming, not this time not going back up to the heavens, but coming from the heavens down into the earth to bring deliverance and to bring destruction, man. Okay? And as the angel said, why stand ye gazing? Okay? Meaning that there's work to do, man. You know? And we see what's going on. We see we see all of the we see all of the events that's going on in the world, man. You know? And it's like you can speak about it, but then when you start to see it happen, you just get caught up with watching it happen. And you ain't doing much, man. You get lost in the emotion of it all, man. And I myself and you brothers also, we can't get lost in the emotion of it all. You speak about the chip, you speak about the RFID, and then as soon as it starts to happen, you get all lost in the emotion of it all, man. You know? Oh wow, wow, it's actually happening. But then you stop doing the job. It doesn't work like that, man. It doesn't work like that. The more things happen, the more things progress, the more the prophecies come to pass, the harder we should be pushing, man. Why stand ye gazing? Alright? Now you see the things come to pass that were spoken of in the scripture, and you just standing there gazing. Nah. Just gotta do the little British smile, let a lady go past on the bike. Do the man. But yeah, man, why stand ye gazing? You see the enemy started to come in like a flood. You see the beginning of Jacob's trouble. You see it's imminent. It's even at the door. Why stand ye gazing? Right? Because all of these things are happening, but guess what? The culmination of it is that this same Yahawashi, as the scripture says, man, this same Yahawashi shall return in like manner. Okay? Another precept that comes to mind is blessed is the man that when his Lord cometh, so find doing, roughly paraphrasing. Because Yahawashi is coming back. So we want that when Yahawashi returns, the master finds us doing, man. Okay? Doing what? Doing the work, man. Okay? You know? We want that when Yahawashi comes back, he finds us doing the work, keeping the faith. That's why Yahawashi said, when I roughly paraphrasing, shall the Son of Man find faith when he come upon the earth, man? Because it's gonna get to the point where only those who are meant to be in this, aka the elect, will survive until the end, man. Because everybody else is gonna fall off, man. You know, right? The scripture says, "Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall scatter." Now that was talking about the 12 when they arrested the Lord, they all ran. But if those are the pillars of the faith, how much more those who are added on? You know? Okay? Meaning that An example of that is when Yahawashi said, "Eat my flesh and drink my blood." A lot of the believers, or so-called believers, didn't understand the spiritual meaning behind that, and a great multitude fell away. Okay, so as soon as the shepherd says something that's questionable, or something happens to the shepherd, like the Lord being arrested and crucified, that's the shepherd being smote. But what does it say? Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall scatter. But then the scriptures also say, they were those who followed the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, man. You know, so the question is, are you or am I amongst those who would follow the Lamb? The Lamb being who? Yahawashi, whithersoever he goeth, man. You know, that's why the scripture says, love not your lives even unto death, man. You know, because there's nothing left. Oh shit, let me go back this way actually, because I'm going further away from work. And I've got to wrap it up within 10 minutes. The next 5 really. But yeah, man, there's nothing left in this world, man. You know? Alright? They were those that loved not their life even unto death, man. You know? Because it's the same old shit. You wake up, you go to work, you go to the job, you pay the bills. The harder you work, the faster the money goes. Living some below average life. You know? Like they say, average, you're average at best. This life is below average at best, man. We're Israelites. We're not built, we're not made. Our purpose is not to live average lifestyles, but we're living below average lifestyles, man. Alright? This is substandard, man. This is inadequate. This is poor. Alright? We're living a very poor life. Okay? But in the scriptures even speak about that. Yahawashi came and lived a humble life, man. Because he left glory, the scripture says, he left glory to come down here and to be a servant, man. Alright? Now when you check it, the elect followed in the stead of Yahawashi, leaving glory. Because Yahawashi said, you were with me from the beginning. You know? So the elect also left that glorious state and came down here into what? The chains of darkness, man. You know? Okay. But whilst there, we have a job to do, man. To push the word, man. You know? Alright? Yahawashi said to Peter 3 times, do you love me? And on the 3rd time, Peter was vexed. And he said, yes. But Peter was vexed because Yahawashi asked him 3 times as if he didn't believe Peter when he said he loved him. But Yahawashi did that on purpose to stress the point. If you love me, feed my lambs. Alright? So the question to myself, the question to you brothers is, do you love Yahawashi? Do I love Yahawashi? And if the answer be yes, then we would do what is required of us to show that love. Alright? The Christians' favourite scripture, which they get wrong, anyway, on the breakdown, but John 3:16, for the Most High so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Now we know what that scripture actually means, despite them getting it wrong. For the point is, the Most High showed his love for Israel by giving his Son. Firstly, unto the elect, because that is who will be saved. The great multitude, then the rest of Jake is starting to rain, so I need to speed it up, get to the office. They will receive the second death and then come back the second time round, man. You know? But the point is, Yahawashi showed his love, man. So it's our turn to show our love, man. Alright? Talking about love, what did Yahawashi say? No greater love a man have this, that he laid down his life for a friend. The elect are the friends of Yahawashi, man. Alright? You know? You know? Our forefathers, the pillars of the faith, were friends of the Lord. Like Abraham was a friend of the Most High. David was a man after his own heart, the Most High's own heart. You know? These are the pillars of our faith, man. See, it's really started to pour now. I need to speed it up because I do not want to be wet all day, man. Put my hood on a bit so like I know, your head's not meant to be covered, so I'll leave it a bit uncovered whilst I'm speaking. But these are the facts, man. You know, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing? This same Yahawashi, which is taken up from you, shall return in like manner. Alright? Yahawashi's return is soon, man. You know? Yahawashi's return is soon. Alright? Even at the door, man. Alright? So I'm gonna wrap it up, man. But let's continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity, rightly dividing the word of truth, as the scripture says, man. Not just teaching, but teaching that which is correct. Okay? Anyways, with that, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna say all praise be to the Most High, Yahawashi Meshai, Bashem Makakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great millstone. And shalom, man. Yahawashi Meshai, bro. And with that, I'm out to the next tab, and I say shalom.